college admission secrets.
What's up, everyone? Coach Tony here. Welcome back to the training session, our UC Admission Secrets Facebook group, when we're actually going live into the Facebook group this week. It's been a while. I haven't done this in like 2 years now. A little quick story time, a little 30-second story time. A lot of wild things happened last week. One, I'm in a new office. Number two, though, my Facebook account, my main Facebook account with, I think, all you guys as friends on my account. I had like over 2,000 connections and everything. It got disabled and then it got deleted. It's one of those a really, really sad, unfortunate thing. I got to be sad for 2 seconds and I was like, all right, cool. What do we do? So if you guys are in our Facebook group, a lot of our posts are missing because it was posted by my original Facebook group. So I think 2-3 years worth of training sessions, resources, templates, everything gone. So we are rebuilding from the ground up for all of our new friends. It will seem normal for all of our returners, our veterans, but that's what happened. So let's go ahead and kick right in to today's session. So today's topic we're going to teach you guys is the 2023-2024 updates from the UC campus. Today was day one of the UC conference. Half our team went. We have a bunch of really cool notes that I'm going to share with you guys today. I'm going to be attending session 2 this Thursday, so then I'll update the second half of these notes. But before we get started on this, I have a few quick announcements. Announcement number 1 is our VIP text notification list. This is one of our new enhancements as a result of the wipeout of Facebook. So instead of sending you guys, because that's pretty much what happened, I sent too many DMs. I think I broke Facebook. I have like you guys all as friends on Facebook. So anytime we had a live event, I sent you guys so many DMs. I got in trouble for doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch it to a text notification. So if in the future you want to be text notified of all of our Zoom calls, you'll be notified of the replays. Means tomorrow, all of our VIP folks, I'll be texting you the direct replay. No need to request it. I'm going to send you the replay. Number 3, I'm going to send you a recap of every single week in a text. And as a special bonus, we're going to share one free scholarship with you, which is free money that your child can apply for as well. These will be time sensitive, meaning you'll be eligible to apply to them as they come up. If you guys are interested in joining the VIP, go ahead and text UC VIP, one word, to 510-616-7212, and you'll be added to the VIP list, and you guys will get the replay starting tomorrow. Announcement official number 1, our college app intensive for our class of 2024. You guys know that we've been hosting 2-day events every single weekend to help students start and finish the college application process. And as of this past weekend, we are completely sold out of all of the sessions. So thank you everyone for making this possible for us and for everyone else. Sorry you guys missed out. It's a really cool event. 2 days, our team helps your child start and finish the apps. We have 4 sessions left. They're all sold out. San Diego's this weekend. We have a Promenade virtual next weekend, Huntington Beach, UC the following weekend, and a San Jose in person the last weekend. All of these are completely full. And even, by the way, Huntington Beach, we actually oversold it by like 2-3 slots. So we have to do a location change for that one as well too. So with that being said, thank you everyone. So that is seniors 1. So a lot of our families, like you guys aren't in our coaching programs. You guys didn't do the intensives. I still want to help. I don't want to be like, oh, good luck with the process, right? So again, as we promised last week, we're going to send it, but then my Facebook died. That's why we had to push it back. But we're going to release it this week. We have a compilation of resources, trainings, videos, worksheets that are geared for a senior. So if you're not a senior, don't request it. But if you are a senior, go ahead and request that resources. We call this our final gift for our seniors. It's a bunch of free resources, templates, and all that fun stuff, right? Just text 2024 to this number. If you text us last week, by the way, text us one more time because we haven't sent anyone their things yet. But officially, our 2025 juniors, like I mentioned, this past year, we traveled, went to different locations, different cities, met students in person. It was awesome. So for this upcoming year, we are going to do the intensives again, where we help your child start and finish the apps 2 days, right? But we're going to expand our location. We're going to go to more places. So how we're going to do that is we're going to get your help. You're going to let us know what's a city near you that's hopefully close to an airport, so our team can fly in there. And we're going to host a session in your area. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up, we call it a wait list for our 2025 next year. These parents are the super ones ahead. Ready, right? It's a fully refundable $97. And once you do that, 2 things happen. 1, you will lock in the rate. Currently, our 2-day events are $500. Next year, once we officially announce it, it'll be $750. We sold out all these events so fast that we're like, supply and demand. So it'll be $750 next year. But if you do the refundable $97, you just pay the difference. You get $500 there. And number two, the biggest perk of all, you help us pick the cities that our team's going to travel to next year. You got to do a $97 deposit and then the top 3 cities. And again, it's a year. So in case things happen, in case things change, we're going to give you back your 97 in case you can't make it. But because you're the first 10 families, you get to help us pick the locations at least. So that's going to be that. So if any juniors are interested, text us that for a link. We'll go ahead and send you the 97 refundable deposit. And then after you purchase that, you get to pick 3 cities for us, and we'll announce our roster later this month of like next year's cities that we will be traveling to for these intensive events. Next one, a few more quick announcements. One, if you guys haven't talked to us about our coaching programs yet, go ahead and book a free chat right here, 15 minutes. If you have any seniors, by the way, who like, hey, I'm not sure how I'm going to pay for college, and you haven't talked to our head coach, Coach David, yet about financial aid, definitely book this free chat right here. He'll let you know he can help you, or here's some advice he will have for you. Book that call here. And we are launching our math tutoring service in 2 weeks. So for those taking AP math courses, AP Pre-Calc, AP Calc AB, AP Calc BC, and AP Stats. If you take any of those classes and you're interested, we offer unlimited tutoring, small group sessions between 3 to 6 kids max, daily homework support, and we're going to do AP exam crams as well too. 1 week free. So you get to try out a week, see if you like it first. And if you like it, we can sign up. If you don't like it, that's it. And our tuition's only $150 a month for unlimited sessions. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and text me that number, text me math. That's pretty much it. The training for today is the 2023-2024 UC campus updates. Every single year, again, how we stay up to date with all of our recommendations, our strategies, and how our kids do really well in the process. We always get trained too. We don't just like, hey, we're good and we don't do it. Our team always invests in continual education. Anything we can learn, we learn. So we sent our team out. Half of them went today. I joined the first part. That got busy, but I will join on Thursday. They're sending me out to Ontario. We just learned a bunch of stuff, right? A lot of it is reminders of stuff. A lot of it is the same information. However, there are some really cool new things that I would love to kind of share with you guys here today. Today's doc is 15 pages long. So I'm just go through all these. The first thing I talked about was the new APs. There's 2 new AP courses. One being AP Pre-Calculus and one being AP African American Studies. So African American Studies was actually in place last year, 2022, 2023. There's a few schools across the US that offered it. AP Pre-Calculus is the brand new AP being offered this year. 100% both of these courses will fulfill A through G requirement. They did officially announce that today. They also announced that AP Pre-Calc will fall under Area C. AP African American Studies, though, still pending. So they will find out, I think, in the winter time, which area that falls under. I think it's probably a G, which is the elective, or maybe history, which is category A. After that, we talked about data rates. These were the numbers and the admit rates per school broken down. So you can kind of see the trends over time, 2021, 22, 23. And one of the big kind of general trends, admissions dropped. So if you look here, Berkeley went up, but like Davis went down from 65,400 to 65,100. UCI went from 84,000. Actually, Irvine went up 2,000 higher there. UCLA dropped. The UCLA went from 91,000 apps down to 90,700. Merced dropped from 26,000 down to 23,000. Riverside went up though by 2,000. San Diego went up by a little smidge. Santa Barbara went up by 4 students from 906 to 910. And then Santa Cruz went up by a little bit. So it's just a few of the big schools dropped. You see the admit rates, UCLA with that crazy under 10% admit rate. On this next column, you see the GPA of students between the 25 and 75% students number as well too. If you've been following my training, you guys know that I would ignore this section. And then the last section is the number of people. These are honors courses. This is by semester too, by the way. So it's not like 17 years of APs or honors classes as well. This is 17 semesters up to 26 semesters worth of honors AP the IB college level courses. So these are some numbers you guys can see. So that's the first section there. And then we did a breakdown of each of the UCs. Which school, there's 9 of them, which ones are you guys most excited to see the data from? Is it the number 1 public university in the world, Berkeley, the original, Davis, up north, Irvine, UCLA, the number 1 most competitive UC out of all 9 schools. UC Merced, that new is growing really fast. And it's the first one with a BSMD program. The Riverside, the number 1 ranked school in the nation for social mobility. UC San Diego, beautiful campus, south, beautiful weather. Santa Barbara is on the beach, and Santa Cruz, bananas flood country. It's in the forest. So let's go ahead and chat about that. First school is Berkeley. These are the breakdowns of Berkeley. So Berkeley had 125,922 applicants. They admitted only 14,000. So the admit rate is tiny. It's like 12%. Almost, we're getting closer. Year after year, it's getting closer. I predict that within a few more years, a lot of the UCs will all drop to single-digit admission rates, just like UCLA. They had people opt in for the wait list. Keep in mind, wait list means you did get into the school. However, there just weren't enough spots for you. So they offered, do you want to claim a wait list spot? By the way, pro tip, if you get that offered, always say yes. And 1,100 students got off as a result of the wait list. There's appeals. So in the month of April, if you didn't get into a school, you could appeal. However, you'll learn a big trend from today. Appeals are very, 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 very hard. So Berkeley, 30 appeals were granted out of 1,400 people who submitted an appeal. You can have some average numbers here with these there. In terms of Berkeley, a few notes. 1, they have a brand new major. Their computer, data science, and statistics college. It's their first new college in 50 years. CDSS, that houses the computer science major, the data science major, and the statistics major. They offer a new major officially called education sciences for people who want to pursue the education space. There's a brand new undergrad program. So currently right now, if you guys want to go to business at Berkeley, you get in, then you have to go through the first 2 years and apply to the pre-Haas business major as well too. Speaker is their direct business major. It's a brand new program. This one and GMP, I think, was the acronym for the other one, the Global Management Program. You can only pick 1 or 2. These are both direct in. You have to pick one. You can't pick both. There's a new policy for, they call it their high demand policy, which means if you don't get into one of those, it's going to be very, very hard to get in afterwards. One of the big things talked a lot about was alternate majors, right? So with alternate majors, they will guarantee the review of the primary major. But this last year, for example, Berkeley specifically did not use any alternate major. So when your child put the majors in alternate, Berkeley, for example, they didn't even look at the alternate. They only looked at the first one because by the time they went through everyone's first, they filled up all the spots. That's what that means. Alternate means if they go through all the spots and there's still space, then they'll go through section like the alternate majors. However, they didn't. So that. Those are a few really good questions that people asked during the event. First one here, I just mentioned this, right? The Global Management Program and the speaker, can they apply to both, right? Berkeley Admissions said, no, you can only apply to one. And they encourage them to apply which one they're more interested in as well. And they're separate majors, so you can pick one or the other as well. Someone also asked, like, hey, can students apply undeclared at Berkeley? And the answer is yes, right? All the schools allow undeclared as well. However, don't use undeclared as a way to switcheroo. If you guys think you guys are smart, try to switcheroo with the colleges, the college have been doing this for years, way longer than you have ever thought about the admissions process. So definitely don't do that. It's like, for example, if I tell you, if it looks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, it's a duck. So if your child has all computer science and all everything, or all computer stuff, but on their application, I want to be a history major, it doesn't make sense. Or I want to be undeclared. I don't know what I want to do. I'm like, no, clearly you do. So again, don't use it to switcheroo. Do it if you really are undeclared there. So that is Berkeley. Next school, UC Davis. Go Aggies. So here's data for UC Davis. 94.6 thousand applicants. They admitted 39,000 folks. This is the average GPAs for the schools. 39 was first gen, 30% limited income, 34 underrepresented. They made 19,000 waitlist offers, 11,000 opted in, 4,400 were admitted off the waitlist. Again, if you get offered it, definitely say yes. So with Davis, they introduced 5 new majors. 1 is design, 2 computer science and engineering. Right? These are the 5 most competitive majors at Davis: design, computer science, engineering, computer science, mechanical engineering, and psychology. So if you're applying to one of these 5 schools at Davis, keep in mind These are the impacted majors at this school. Here's a few really cool questions I found from Davis. What about Davis's alternate majors? So with Davis, they answered, hey, we have not considered that in the past, but it's an option as they are studying as their space is getting restricted. Again, another school saying that they don't use the alternate major because by the time they finish the first round, they're out of spots. One person asked to Berkeley and Davis, because these schools went first, right? If you didn't include the alternate major, why even ask it? Because if you guys can think back, Berkeley actually didn't have an alternate major. They just added last year. So for some of our parents who have siblings, older siblings, you know that Berkeley never had two. They only had one. They added two recently last year. And this year, they're even saying that, hey, we haven't used it. So people ask hey, that's very misleading, blah, blah. And Davis responded, they have used it in the past because it's just very rare nowadays, but it is used for transfers. They will be kind of looking at that a little more as time goes on too. Next one, UCI, zot, everyone. UCI's 120,000 applicants, 31,000 admins. Their admin rate is about a quarter. They offered 16,000 people on the wait list, 16.7, 3,000 were taken off. Appealed, 1,600 people appealed their rejection. 23 got in, and 482 got the Regent scholarships. By the way, for those who don't know, the Regent scholarship is offered at every single UC. It pretty much says the readers think you're a top 1% of the incoming class. As a result, we invite you to apply for the Regent Scholarship. If you get the Regent Scholarship, another committee, by the way, another committee, these kids actually found out they got into the school back in January, February, right? So you find out, or before everyone else, you keep it a secret, you can't tell anyone. Then you apply for an audition. If you beat everyone, that scholarship process, it's a full ride all 4 years as well, too. So it's a really cool thing to be our Regents. So as that. And then you can see, I see the average numbers for GPAs and all that stuff. So UCI is one of those specialty schools. So every time I talk about UCI, I always tell students this school admits by major versus Davis, Berkeley, and a few other schools, not a lot of those schools, admit by college, which means you're not directly applying to a certain major, you're applying to a college. However, UCI does admit by major. That means if you applied and didn't get into a certain major, but you got into a different major, it's very, very statistically very hard to switch back in. Specifically, these are their impacted ones. They said that if you don't get in here, try one. Even if you go to the school, you probably won't be able to get in. So the UCI is biological science, business administration, computer science, nursing, psychology BS, undergrad, undeclared is a capped major. How insane is that? Mechanical engineering, criminology, law and society, computer science, engineering, political science. If you pick one of these as your main college, they highly, highly recommend you pick an alternate that's not on this list. Like if you pick business number 1, do not pick computer science number 2. You pretty much lost at both if you couldn't get into business as well. So definitely pick a separate one. Alternate majors, again, they say they considers, but doesn't take. So I wrote really quick. What this means is they would not take someone's first choice away to give it to you if you picked it as the alternate. So for example, let's say you pick computer science as your alternate major, and this other student applies computer science their primary major. Let's say you're really good, but they would not grant you that computer science in over this other student. If they got first dibs first, then they go alternate. But again, most of these majors do not make it to alternates. They said, hey, can you change your majors later on? They say yes, as long as you meet the change in major criteria, keeping in mind that business and nursing are most selective. Someone said almost impossible to jump into later on. So if you want to do business and nursing, highly, highly, highly recommend applying it right away. The UCI also has a really cool program that they're starting up called the 3+3 Honors Collegium Law Program. It's a 6-year law degree. So think of a really fast accelerated program, like a BSMD, but 3+3. So by the time 6 years, lawyered. UCLA, the most competitive UC out of all the schools, 146,000 applications. They admitted 12,000 students, 9% acceptance rate, which is insane. They offered 18,000 people waitlist, 11,000 took them up on it, 1,000 of the 11,000 got in. And check this out. 1,600 kids appealed their rejection. Only one student got in as a result of the appeal. And here's the average GPA numbers. You guys know that as well. This is a breakdown of the UCLA, because UCLA has multiple colleges, right? This is the breakdown per college of the school. You can see lesson science is the quote unquote second highest average. The highest is music, and the most competitive one is nursing. Something I learned today. Do you guys know why it's so small? Like why nursing is only 1%? It's not UCLA's call, by the way. I just learned that today. I was very shocked. UCI and UCLA, the two schools with nursing programs, they didn't pick that 1% number. The nursing committee of like California or the United States, they picked that number. So just a fun fact, UCI, they want to take more, but the nursing board doesn't allow them to do that. So a really fun fact for you guys. They're offering a few new majors this year: public health, disability studies, stats and data sciences used to be called statistics, and music industry used to be called music history and industry. A few questions. Hey, do engineering students get additional review by the faculty? They do. So with UCLA's engineering, they get additional read from the faculty specifically. Hey, someone asked about that number. Hey, that one student got in. What did that one student do that's significant to get that student in? So this is what UCLA admissions answered, right? They said, in an instance where a student has new and compelling information that they left off or did not include all their coursework, they would consider that. Keep in mind, your first semester grades doing well is not a really good reason. But let's say you forgot that a parent passed away or something that like really, really big was left out, that could play a role. And then this is the answer I told you, right? Hey, why can't they add more people? It's not them, it's the board of nursing that's limiting them the capacity. UC is also one of the schools that needs to lower the out-of-state acceptances. UCs are a California-based school, so they want to take as many California students as possible. The ratio should be 82 to 18, means 82 in-state for 18 out-of-state non-residents. So there's three schools, UCLA, San Diego, Berkeley, that have more than 18%. So they need to drop their percentage down. The other schools need to go up. Next one, UC Merced. These are numbers real fast. Admit rate 87%, 104 Regent scholarship. Here's the GPA profile. Here is the update. Or here's reminders for those who are interested in their SJV Prime Plus, which is a BSMD program, an accelerated program that pretty much ends up the student earning the medical degree. However, keep in mind, and kind of emphasize this, right? You need deep ties to the San Joaquin Valley, which pretty much they answered. You need to be in the area or have an area like theirs in where you're from. So it's a very specialized program. Here's a bunch of their new programs you guys can see here. I'm speeding through. Next school, Riverside. With Riverside, do they admit to major or college? Use Riverside admits to major, direct to major. 63,000 applications, 46,000 admits, 73% acceptance rate, 219 appeals, 36 people got off, middle GPA 3.95. Here's the breakdown per school of the admit rates as well too. Riverside, they say how easy to move into engineering. It is not impossible, but is very difficult as an enrolled student. They recommend if you do engineering, applies engineering going in, not engineering transferring over. Next one, San Diego, 130,000. I think this is the second most competitive UC, or second most applied to UC. UC San Diego, 130,000 applications, 30,000 admits, 19,000 opted to the wait list. Only 2,600 got off the wait list. 720 people appealed. 0 got on because of appeal. Here are their most applied to colleges and majors. If you guys boom, check that out. And their portfolio, boom. Here you go. Their selective majors are bio, data science, engineering, public health, and they have a few majors now that they're adding. It's like more like specialization. So aerospace engineering, 3 variations of aerospace engineering, astronomy, and mathematical biology. They said, hey, is it easy to change majors at UC San Diego? Yes, but only into non-impacted and capped majors. If you're thinking about getting into one of biosciences, probably not. Probably be really hard. Next school, Santa Barbara, the school on the beach. So they broke up numbers here. You can see like between all three numbers, 110,000 applicants. See a breakdown admit rate between 10 to 32%. Their average GPA numbers are here. Their wait list, they offered 16,000 offers, 9,000 opted in, 5,000 were admitted, and only 1,000 enrolled off of that wait list number as well too. Santa Barbara does not admit by majors. They do it by college. However, there are a few majors that they do by major, which is engineering, creative studies, and audition majors. Engineering is competitive. A lot of people like to double major and do minor. There's 6 most popular majors, so much. The 52% of applicants are only 6 majors: bio, computer science, psychology, economics, mechanical engineering, political science. I think you guys are noticing a trend. You guys are noticing a trend. A lot of these schools have the same exact cap of majors. That's pure as that. I miss Santa Cruz. I went to use the restroom. I miss Santa Cruz. I will revisit Santa Cruz on Thursday and then update you guys again on that school. But I had a few questions, right? One, H4 visa. I had a few parents ask me like this past few months about H4 visa. So people who are H4 visas are international students. They'll classify yourself as the international students there. Appeals are vary from campus to campus. What's true is that you'll see it repeating is not helpful. So that's what a lot of students do. And I think it's really sad that they just restate like, I'm a good student, you should have picked me. Again, readers read through your apps multiple times by multiple people. So that's why appeals should be new information. If it's only, hey, I got all A's my first semester, that's not really new and compelling information as well, too. Next one, someone says, hey, if I take a college level class, would that count for stuff? So they use the CCC community of community colleges out there. So something like that. Catalog for this, they go to assist.org, they cross-check the class. If it has, hey, this counts, you're good. If it says it doesn't count though, not good. So definitely double check. With that being said, I only covered a little bit and I went over time, but I only covered a little bit. So for our coaching families, for our students in our coaching programs, our Advanced Blueprint and Concierge family, this Thursday, I'm hosting office hours and I'm gonna be showing you guys 36 pages of Q&A. I'll give you guys a little preview. Here's the 36 pages of the Q&A that our team typed so fast of all of the questions that we saw people ask. We will share that with you guys on Thursday. They talked about AI technology and PIQs. Ooh, what does that do? They talked about, hey, someone asked about like addressing mental health. They made that a workshop in itself of like addressing mental health in these applications. Those are workshops specifically on majors, right? Because of all this majors craziness, what should we do? Someone else talked about like, hey, how do you break down comprehensive review? Because that's what admission really look at, comprehensive review there. The next one, they even tie a section on what they look for in activities. And by the way, there's one new thing that I haven't said a lot recently. I knew it, but I never said it. But moving forward, we'll start saying it. So our students on Thursday, we'll give you guys the answer. We'll start incorporating that as part of our language because that's what the UCs want. Next one, a lot of people ask me this, and there was a whole section just on this, how to address a lack of involvement for whatever reason, right? There is an answer to do that. And they had a whole section on myths and misconceptions. So again, if you guys enjoyed that, as well, a few quick announcements for you guys before I leave. Make sure you join the VIP text list. You guys get the text alerts of our Zoom calls, get text of our replays, get text of our announcements, and I throw in a free scholarship every single week for you guys. Go ahead and text UC VIP, one word. Number 2, seniors, text 2024. Our team will be sending you a free gift just to help you guys out with admission season. 25 juniors, if you guys want to pre-book next year's college app intensive or 2-day event, go ahead and text me 2025. We'll go ahead and send you the link. You do that, and you get to pick 3 cities that we can host on, and we'll announce the official road trip that we're having next year of all the cities in a month or so. If you guys want to chat, we do help students with the college admissions process. If you guys are interested, we start as early as 6th grade, and we offer one lifetime amount, meaning if you start in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, you pay the exact same price. So it helps if you are young. So definitely go ahead and book a free chat with me here. And then if you guys are seniors, you want to book a financial aid call, book that with Coach David. And again, we're offering a free week of math tutoring for anyone interested in trying out our brand new service called Math Koala. We start in 2 weeks, 1 week free trial. And after that, if you're interested, if it's a good fit, $150 a month, month to month. That's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that session. I'll see a lot of you guys on Thursday with the rest of the trainings. And if not, I'll see you guys next week for another training here in our UC Admission Secrets Facebook group. Have a great rest of your week, friends. I'll see you guys soon.